So I made a 32 module fungus farm recently, but some people said it was too big and it used too many bones. Here's the plan. First, I'll be designing a 16 module fungus farm and turning it into a schematic. Then, I'll build it on the DonutSMP and show it fully functioning. After that, I'll be giving away the actual farm I built to one winner. And then the schematic will be available for everyone in my Discord server. So what I think I'm going to do is remove these two modules and bring the chest room to where the modules are. So we're going to try copy the block here and the block here. Now just by pasting it, it's going to leave us with half of the farm. Now I'm just going to go through and remove everything that's not needed. And now I'm just going to paste this wall that's from the other farm and see if it works. Now obviously there's a massive hole in the wall, so let's see if we can make a design. Now that the wall is done, it's time for the chest room. So since the farm is half the size, I made a smaller chest room and I'll have the hoppers feed all the shulkers to the bottom so it's easy to sell. So the shulkers full of fungus are going to run along these water streams, and I'll need to connect it to this chest room. Now I'm just going to work on this final design here. So I've just finished designing this, and it's time to build it on the donut. Okay, first things first, grab my elytra, and now we need to find a spot to live. I'm just gonna RTP to Os, and hopefully the area won't be too griefed. Okay. Now I'm just gonna fly around until I can find a decent spot to live in. I'm going to try avoid areas with heaps of play interaction, so we're going to have to look for something with no explosions or towers like this. Okay, so I found a spot. I'm just not going to show much because some people know how to look at certain blocks and find areas. I don't know how it works, so I'm just going to hide it for now. Make sure that you're always covering your hole up with the same blocks. Also, if you're wondering why my blocks are netherite, it's just because it hides the block rotation, because also people know how to find bases by just looking at certain blocks and, I don't know, calculating it. Now I'm pretty happy with my spot here. I've placed down the schematic, so now I have an outline and I can see where I need to mine. Also, I thought I'd just mention that I'm using an amethyst pickaxe. That's why I can mine a 3x3 at once. So please buy one of those if you can't find a way. Okay, I'm finally done. I don't know how, but this literally took me 2 hours. Now it's actually time to start building the farm. Now since my farm is McDonald's themed, you're going to need a lot of concrete. Orange, red and yellow. And thankfully, I have a lot in my orders. What I do when I make this farm is I will buy regular ice because I don't want to carry around heaps of water buckets. so I can just place it down and break it. And I'll just do this the whole way along. I've just finished the shulker fungus loaders, and now I'm going to get the autocrafter started because it's going to take a while to fill up all the shulkers throughout the hopper line. Now that this is done, I just need to fill it up. So this side is going to need chest. They're going to keep going into a loop until they've fully filled down to the chest. Now same thing for this side, but it's shulker shells. And they're going to come around again until the hoppers can pick them up. Now you want to come down to the crafter and make sure that the recipe is right. So it needs to be shulker shell, chest, shulker shell. And that's going to make your shulker. Now you want to turn on the clock, and this is going to keep crafting until it gets full. And then it will send a signal turning off the clock. Now we're going to start making the actual farm. I've finally just finished the fungus modules, as we can see here. Now it's time to just finish off these 3 walls here. All 4 sides are completed now. Now I just need to work on the redstone on the roof and get the bone unloaders going. Also I need to build the actual roof. So everything is pretty much done. I just need to do the bone unloaders, so 4 of them, and then the redstone to jumpstart it. That is 1 of 4 finished. That's 2, 3, and that's 4. Now I just need to add the water flow. That's going to get the bones of shulkers into here. Now that's it, the farm's done. It's time to turn it on. So first off I'm going to go grab some bones. So I think this many should be fine for now. And all we need to do is put them in here. And they'll get sucked out and run to the top. So these are going in storage right now. And it's waiting for the signal, which I've left off so we can just test it ourselves. So what we need is just 1 redstone dust here. And that should send a signal. And now the shulkers are coming around. After they're full, they send a signal, which turns off the clock. Now it won't ask for more until it runs low. So next we're going to press the button And that should jumpstart these unloaders. And now you can see that the shulkers have been placed. Now bones are going to lead into here and start crafting. Now we just want to make sure that the materials are full, so we're going to throw some shulker shells. And now some chests. Now I'm just going to leave it AFK for a bit to make sure it stays working. So everything has stayed working, and you can see over here, as the chests fill up, the lights will turn on to tell you where you're at with your farm. Now I'm giving this base to one of you, and if you win, I'm also going to give you a stack of skeleton spawners, 4 stacks of gilded blackstone, and a stack of enchanted gold apples. If you want to win, join my Discord. It's on screen or in the description. Now I'm going to put my giveaway in a different area, just so people from the video can find it. All you'll need to do is go to uploads and I'll have the giveaway here, and you'll just need to do the reaction to it to enter. The schematic for this is available in my Discord too. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.